Assalamu alaikum everybody. Gani here from the good life. Alhamdulillah, snow's gone. It is raining a little bit, but that's not stopping me from walking out today because I feel like I should go for a walk because I'm always in the car. Yes, being a bit keep fit for myself. So inshallah we're going to make some whole wheat crackers today. It's from Atta. And I'm just going to walk down to the shops and get a bagel mix and bring it back home. It's just a seasoning really that you put on top of your crackers. So I'll see you in a bit. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, walking back in the rain, they didn't have the bagel mix, so we'll have to go to plan B. Okay viewers, so unfortunately they didn't have the bagel seasoning mix that I wanted to buy, so we changed it to, because I've got rosemary in the house and thyme, so we'll be using this in our crackers. So all you need to do is just get out 1 cup of atta, which is whole wheat flour, 100% whole wheat. Just finding the cups for it. I have a cup. Okay. So let's put that in. So it's very easy. This recipe is very easy. It takes like a few minutes to prep, maybe just 10 minutes. 1 cup of flour. Done. And then you need half a teaspoon of sugar. Got my spoon measurements here. That's half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon sugar goes in. And then you need, let's have a look, half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use my Himalayan salt for this. And only a half a teaspoon, mind, because you know it's only 1 cup of flour. You don't want to poison yourself when you're having your crackers. Now, you need to get out 1 teaspoon of rosemary. And that's my teaspoon. This is rosemary. Dried rosemary, so you don't need to go overboard, because as you know, dry spices have quite a potent flavour. I'll just open up my thyme. Put some thyme in. And also what you'll need is some garlic powder. So when you do have garlic powder, you need to make sure it's not the salted one, because if you use the salted garlic powder, then you won't need to put in that teaspoon of salt. So I've got unsalted garlic powder, which I'm going to put in, and that's going to be half a teaspoon, which is here. Yeah, that's a bit too much there. Tiny bit more, half a teaspoon. Right. It's very simple, this recipe. It's a lot of dry ingredients, and then you just mix it with a bit of oil and a little bit of water. So in here is 1 cup of atta, half a tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of rosemary and thyme were used, half a teaspoon of garlic. Now all we need to do is we just need to stir up these dry ingredients. There you go. And then once you've stirred it, you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of oil. Now I always use olive oil in my house because it's healthier, but you know, if you've got normal vegetable oil, just be fine. I mean, if I didn't have to have the olive oil, I'd have the vegetable oil really. So just do that now. So that's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So what you've got to remember is this: if you've ever cooked like you know, crumble desserts and things like that, you only want this to be a crumbly pastry. Bismillah. That's one. And this is two. Because you just want to crumble everything in crumbling consistency, because you will be adding water and that water will make the dough. So this has got to end up basically like breadcrumbs after you've rubbed it into your fingers. I just want to get out all the oil. Okay, so just let it go in. So do let me know what type of things do you have on your crackers, and you know, do you even like crackers? Because these ones are, these crackers will go with everything and they are really delicious. And you know, when you make them homemade, it's always going to be delicious because you haven't got all those preservatives and E numbers in there. And plus, like, you know, in Tesco's, I mean, how much are crackers, especially rosemary and thyme ones? I was trying to be posh and get the bagel seasoning, but they didn't have any, so never mind. They're proper over like £1.50, and this will give you a serving for 4 people. Yeah, a nice serving for 4 people. So this is much cheaper to do it yourself. Homemade is always best. It's nice to go sometimes out and buy stuff, you know, ready made, but homemade for flavour is best. And when you do cook it, you need to see, it's all crummy now. You need to put it in an airtight container. Then it will last as long as you know, need it for. Probably about a week, I'd say, in an airtight container, because you're not going to really leave them alone, are you? You're going to finish them off. See? So this, I'm going to bring it up to the camera. This is now the consistency with breadcrumbs in it. So, like, if I press the flour, you can see it's got like crumbs in it. Yeah, so it's floured, but when I do that, you see that? Goes into like a crumb. So once you've got it to this stage, you're going to add your water. Okay, so now what we're doing, we've got half a cup of water here, but we only might need like a third of it. So we'll do this gradually, bismillah, and see how it goes. So you start stirring in now. And what you want is a nice soft to medium dough, not a wet dough at all like the bread when I showed you. So this one will be like a dough, soft dough. And while you're doing this, you should prep your oven to a, look, I've got an electric oven, so it's a 200 centigrade. Okay, prep it first and get your parchment paper ready on your baking sheet. And you're going to cook this until it's lightly golden and slightly brown on top. And then obviously you're going to leave it on a cooling rack to cool down. And then we'll see what happens after that. So I'll keep this going now so you can watch how it comes together as a dough. Like I said, you don't want to overwater this now, because it is, you know, whole wheat flour. It's atta, maida. This is all you need to do. See, like, really it is coming together, but I think it needs a bit more water. Just pour it in. So it did need all of that. Sometimes it depends on your flour as well, how much water it's going to absorb and things like that. So this one did need the half a cup. So this to me is ready to turn into a dough ball. Okay, we'll be doing this, and it does feel silky and smooth because we put the oil in there as well. Remember, the olive oil. And I actually think my flour is quite dry because it is soft, but I'm going to just tiny bit more water. So it's like maybe right to the brim, half a cup of water. You know, right to the brim, like that. There, that'll do. Because you see that was hardly any water really, because I didn't have it, I had my water just under my brim, so I needed it up to here for my flour. Right, so this dough is done now. It doesn't really need kneading, but I'm just making sure that all the water's blended in there, because some of it's softer than the other. So once you've done this, you're going to let it rest for 10 minutes. Then when you've let it rest for 10 minutes, what we're going to do is going to roll it out so that you heat your cookers on already for 10 minutes. So inshallah they'll come out really nice and crispy. We're going to roll it out and then make our crackers. I mean, you can make them, you know, just squares and just put them on your tray, or you can, I'm going to use my cracker cutter for this because I think it would look pretty in presentation. Alright, so that is it. It's a little bit sticky, but that's okay. That's it. And now we're just going to wait 10 minutes. Okay folks, now I'm just going to dust. Take your dough out. We'll do half and do half later. So just put it to the side. Just make it into a round shape and then roll out. You do have to flour it because you don't want it to stick on your surface, because you're going to roll it out reasonably thin, you know, like our cracker is thin. And then the exciting bit is the cutting. The cutters, not the cutting, the cutters. Get those biceps working and roll this dough out. Work your body. Work your body. See? It's coming out good. There you go. Roll, roll, roll. And I'd say this is maybe nearly 4 millimeters, or no, not 4, about 3 millimeters. Yeah, all I'm doing is trying to get the thicker bits rolled out, so hopefully you can see that. And then, yay, cutters. Right, bismillah. And we'll do one here, 2, 3. So remember as well, when you put these in your baking sheet to bake, you're going to stick a fork in there, because they are crackers and we don't want them to just puff up. This is very satisfying doing this. It's like remembering my childhood, playing with Play-Doh. Do some stars. Why not? Okay. You can see how thin it is. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's like the size of a cracker, like a crisp cracker. And then all you do, get your baking tray and start plonking them in. Bismillah. Like I said, these will make enough for 4 people serving. So I'll just continue doing this, and I'll just show you where I'm going to put my fork. You will need a little bit of oil, you know, before you put it in. You'll need a little bit of oil for oil, just to, you know, coat them a little bit so they look nice. I'll do that as well. See, I think I'll do that one again. Can you see it's a bit too thin on one side? So there's this scrapings are there, the scraps. Do it again. Okay, so I did stars and a nice cookie cutter flower pattern. All we need to do now is, just like any cracker, just stab them in the middle. You can do more than one stab if you like, but I think one is sufficient. And then your stars, because otherwise they'll puff up And you want them to look like crackers at the end of the day. Bismillah. There you go. Another one. Whoops. Then the extra bits are just left on the side there because I don't waste food, so they'll get eaten. I think I've done them all. And now all that's left to do is, like I said, tiniest bit of oil, because you don't want to drown them in it. It's just for, like, you know, like a glaze, and just glaze them. So that's really it. And then you put them in the oven, and like I said, store them in an airtight container. Let me know if you make them. Okay, let me know what flavors you can make, because I did rosemary and thyme today, simply because I didn't the shop ran out of the bagel seasoning, which I want to try that. You know, it looks really nice, and like it's got sesame seeds in there and black seeds in there and stuff like that, so it looks really tasty. But like with to do with other flavors, I mean, you could just leave garlic in there, because remember we put garlic and sugar and salt in there. I mean, that's even enough. Yeah. So they've all had their, see that it really wasn't much oil. They've all had their little dab of oil. And now 200 centigrade oven, electric, fan assisted. I'm going to keep an eye on them, because like my oven's quite quickly to cook food. So leave them in there. I would say look at them 8 minutes, but definitely 10 minutes. They should be golden brown. If they're not golden brown, then just watch them every 2 minutes or so, and then I'll show you what they look like. Okay everybody, they're out the oven now. See, they're slightly golden. Basically I can't wait, because it's filled the house with a nice smell of like rosemary and garlic. See, they're all nicely done. So I'm just going to taste it plain, because you know me, first we'll have to see what it tastes like. See this one, bismillah. They haven't cooled down yet, so they'll get crisper. No. Yeah, they're nice. They're like those ones you get in Tesco's, and they're long strip ones, and they cost you $1.99. That's nice. Okay, now we'll taste it with, obviously it's a cracker, so we're going to taste it with some cheese. I'll put it on that one. It's very hot. Bismillah. Yeah, you know what, actually these are even good enough to give as a gift. And you know, you put like a little ribbon around it and cling from the bag. Nice homemade Eid gift or Christmas gift, you can see. Nice. Bismillah, all as well. Yep, I'm happy with them. I'll be making them again. I hope you make them. They were really easy to make. And then bang on. Nice crackers. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. See you till next time.